Hello, I'm Briana. Welcome to My Life on Paper, where paper and picture tell my story. The scrapbooking community has lost one of their own who passed away last fall of cancer, Sonia Rivera, who was dropped the Color Sonia on YouTube. I didn't know her personally, although I felt I got to know her through her YouTube videos. Sonia was always super sweet, and we are celebrating her today. I chose to use this sketch by Scrap-A-Sketch, and I'm also using Scrap-A-Sketch printables. I'm going to show you the photo I'm using. I'm only using one, and I don't know if you can tell, but one of the photos is very blurry. It's the one on the right, and the other one is the one from my home printer, which is very crisp and clear, and that's the glossy one. But I can't believe, like, the one on the right, normally I wouldn't even question it, but it is so. I went back to my phone, and obviously it's a really good picture that was taken, so I reprinted it. So this is some Scrapbook Generation printed paper, the cameras, and then I took some already done mixed media. I am using some bright colors. Sonia did like bright colors. I do too. And right now, as I'm trying to get this piece of paper down, the horizontal one, I'm trying to cover up the pink behind it, and not for any good reason other than there's no pink in the pattern paper with the cameras. There is pink in the printables. I'm trying to stay away from that. There's pink in the picture, but I just when I brought in this pattern paper, and the pink is right in the middle of the page, so I thought it was kind of easy to cover it up. I did want to see some of the purple, so I'm trying to be strategic about where I place the paper in there. You can see the pink. I love this bright paper by Scrapbook Generation, but you do need to know that it's glossy. So if that's not something that you care for, you'd want to stay away from this paper. But I don't mind it. I'm going to pull out some blue paper to mat the photo on. This is a picture when I went down to Missouri of when I went to Scrapbook Generation when it was still open. And I met one of the owners, Debbie Sanders, and I fangirled over her and got my picture taken. So I went into my blue scraps of paper and I'm trying to find something that coordinates. And so the often sometimes so my iris containers that I put my paper in are like 10 and a half by 12. So that's why you see that little wrinkle there. Sometimes um that is a consequence of having them in my iris bins, that they do get a little wrinkle. That's okay because I don't need the whole thing. So I'm going to trim off the wrinkly part. I do make the mat 4x6, and I'm going to just trim off. There's plenty of space around it to trim just a little bit off so that I can have a matted photo. And then once I get that trimmed, I'll glue it down, and then the fun part is adding all the embellishments. And you can see those off to the left-hand side there. The theme of this memorial hop for Sonia is favorite things, and scrapbooking is one of my favorite things. I did talk to my husband and got permission that I could go ahead and do this one rather than family. But this one went so good with the bright colors, so I wanted to remember Sonia with the bright colors, and then document this picture with Debbie for my love of scrapbooking. I have, those aren't all the printables that I had cut out. So I am just kind of going through to see. Now the sketch has kind of four clusters of flowers going out each direction from the photo. So that's what I wanted to do with my clusters. Get one on the left and the right and the above and below. And also am going to take that journaling box there and kind of make that a cluster as well. I love the colors of the rainbows. You'll see I have a rainbow butterfly there. I also have a rainbow flower. I'm not sure if that makes it in or not. I'm trying to balance everything out. There are some cameras in the printables, so I'm going to use those as well with the cameras being in the background. And I'm going to go, and I thought I recorded it. I didn't, but I'm going to go off camera and cut out some cameras with my Cricuts, and they're going to be my cluster bases. And I'm going to even do one for the journaling box, but I'll show you some pictures. I did capture some pictures apparently of like the before I sprayed the cameras, the cluster bases, and then after. So you'll see that coming up real quick too. So at this point, I wasn't like concerned or thinking about a cluster base. I'm just trying to get all of the elements onto the page. Because there is that rainbow butterfly, I want to get I want to get a butterfly into each of the clusters. I do get a rainbow into each of the clusters. Now I'm pulling out the arrows. I don't have enough cameras for each cluster, but that's okay. There will be the cluster base that is the shape of a camera. And I did cut, like I said, I cut them out of my Cricut. You can use a contour on the Cricut where it takes out all of the lines, and so it just makes it a big block in the back, like a silhouette, I guess you would call it, of a camera. I think I end up pulling in a heart into each of the clusters, but that will be later. So here are the pictures. That's the before when I trim them out. Here is the after when I sprayed them. Sorry that it's just a picture, but I did spray them with my sprays. Now that orange I would have thought was more vibrant. It is spiced marmalade, and it might be because I didn't um, mix it, shake it enough beforehand, but I thought I did a good job of shaking it. So, but that's okay. It still works, and it's going to be covered up a lot. So now you can see me getting my clusters together. I do get a label. Generally, I put the date on a label like that. That one camera kind of got different colors, and that's okay. It turned out fun. We've got the dark blue one, and then we've got the purple one, and then the lighter blue one on top. There's the orange one. And I did use papers, so my daughter, oh boy, it's been a long time since she's even been in high school. Actually, it's been 10 years when she's been in high school. That makes me sound old, but um, she did a 4-H project when she was in high school with scrapbooking supplies, and so you saw that paper with the camera on it had like lines and stuff on it. I've been flipping that over and using it for white paper so as not to kind of waste it. The back is pretty too, so the rest of the layout really is getting everything down um, the way it's pleasing to the eye around the layout. I started off with the journaling spot. You'll notice when I glue down those journaling or the cluster bases and even the big orange one, well, and the smaller ones, I used more adhesive than I normally would. They did curl a little bit with using the spray, so I just want to make sure they're stuck down nice and good. Most of the rest of the items I will use dimensional tape to adhere them down. Um, Not all of them, but it does give it a little bit of dimension. I'm going to go into my stash and into my Vicky Boutin stash and find a title. I was a little, I don't want to say nervous. I was a little, I don't know. I didn't want to necessarily pick out a black one, but with Vicky's things, there was a lot of different black things, black titles. Um, and so you don't see a lot of black on the rest of the page. You can see some in the cameras there, but I did go with this. It's like a washi sticker, and I'm just poking out the middles of like P's and O's and stuff like that right now. And it was a little delicate to, try to get that down. I had a couple goes of it, but um, I did use that. I thought it was a great title, photo op, and I do get some black, some a little bit more black into the clusters. So Vicky has different sticker, I don't want to say books, sticker sheets that I grabbed off some black hearts, so I will get a couple of those into a couple clusters as well. I showed my husband the blurry picture and showed him a camera to show him that it was a poor quality photo. And he had taken the picture, and it was funny because he was like, "Did I really leave that much space around you two?" This one is cropped, so which is totally fine. It works out fine, but he was funny because um he's learned with with me scrapbooking for so long, he's learned how to take a good picture as well. That black outline of a camera was also on the washi tape or the washi sticker sheet. So I got that on there for a little bit of black in that cluster. And then I will just keep going around adding foam tape to the back of the embellishments and arranging them around the photo. Down below will be a list of everyone's channel that is playing along with Celebrating Sonia today. So please go and check that out. I'll also have Sonia's channel listed below so you can go and look at her videos as well. I will also have a link to the Scrap a Sketch Facebook group as well as to the website where you can find these printables and sketches for that matter. Lisa puts out new sketches on Friday, and oftentimes more often than Friday. And I have been slowly working my way through all the sketches. I don't think I'm even halfway through, so that's okay, but I'm having a fun time doing it. And it's easy even to repeat the sketches since they can look so different each time you use them. I know everyone doesn't like fussy cutting and trimming out all these printables, but I do find it relaxing and it's something I can do while I'm watching TV since I can't, um, I have to be multitasking. Uh, that is a trait of mine, so I can't sit and do one thing. It has to be multiple. And I find that printing or fussy cutting is a better use of my time than scrolling on my phone. That circle label there is part of the printables as well as the speech bubbles with the hearts in them. I won't use all of those, but here I'm trying to get a heart into each cluster. I don't know, I didn't wasn't hardcore on that. So if there's not a heart in each cluster, I was just trying to balance everything out as well. And balance by, numbers. It's always good to have a cluster that has there can be like small, medium, and large. So you kind of want to vary the number of what you have in a cluster. And then the other thing I like to balance is the colors. So having a little bit of each color in a cluster. So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. That is the little black heart that comes from Vicky Boutin. There's those cute rainbows that I like so much. When I adhere the butterflies down, I will just put some foam adhesive tape. There I'm making sure that nothing's falling off. Just into the middle of the butterfly so that I can kind of bend the wings a little bit. And I know it goes into a page protector, but you can still get some of the look of a butterfly like it's flapping its wings. Um, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers, especially all my new subscribers. I want to thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Please come back and see me again soon.